You could call this my love letter to New Zealand.
I grew up in upstate New York, around 3.5 hours from the city. It's got a charm to it certain times of the year, the fall and winter mostly. But you wouldn't call it exciting by any means. When people heard I was coming here, it was like I was an explorer of the 1920s, going on an expedition to Borneo. "What do they eat there?" they would ask. It's questions like these that reaffirmed my confidence in the situation. Being raised in the States is interesting when you compare it with the rest of the world. I've recited the Pledge of Allegiance to some friends here, and they look at you like you're from some dystopian future. I guess in 2016, it's a bit hard to be an American looking in from the outside. Everyone asks you questions like you're an ambassador for the country. How is he able to run for president? I have no fucking clue. Out of all the questions I get, though, the one I've been asked by every single Kiwi is, why New Zealand? I feel like I have a pre-recorded answer to this question, because I've been asked it so many times. The answer doesn't really interest me as much as it used to. I used to have a powerful, self-reflective thoughts when thinking about the answer. But now, I'm more interested in what drives Kiwis to ask me. I mean, yes, the world is huge, and New Zealand is not. I get that. But at the same time, it's really fucking nice here. People will always have gripes about where they're from, but on the whole, your country is consistently rated in the top 10 countries to live. You should be proud of that.
But Kiwis' approach to the idea of nationalism is different to ours. It isn't pumped through your veins every 4th of July. Your towns aren't littered with flags and patriotic bunting. Hell, half of you couldn't actually figure out if your flag was Australia's or your own. You guys are on the opposite side of the spectrum. And that's fine. It's refreshing, actually. But at the same time, if you ask me why I chose New Zealand, don't scoff at the idea. The craziest thing I have to watch out for here is when a new flavor of chocolate comes out.
Your country is absolutely stunning. And the people are some of the most hospitable and kind souls I've ever met. The coffee is the greatest. It's like living in a Sim City. Every time a little coffee icon appears over my head, my feet just guide me to the closest cafe. Your pizza game is weak, though. That we have to fix. Domino's doesn't cut it, fam. But especially living in Wellington, a vibrant, busy, and exciting city that you can walk in about 40 minutes or less. That's insane. It's amazing. And diverse. I know so many people from around the globe. They go to class with me. They're in musicals with me. They make me coffee. And they all just live and love living.
Even the hipster barista that looks like they hate life are lovely people. And they manage to ask you how you're doing and actually sound genuine about it.
And I know, I'm sure it's not what you get everywhere. And I've been to places in the North and South Island that aren't the pristine wonderland that I'm making your country seem to be. But I'm in love with it.
And I'm staying for as long as I'm in love with it. Because nationalism shouldn't be about what other people say. You should create it for yourself. And if you lose it, or don't have it, or hate where you are, you should leave. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that because I've done it. And because I'm excited for you. Seriously, if you feel stuck, just get the fuck out. For my corny New Zealand Lord of the Ring reference, be the best hobbit you can be. Just jump. Sincerely, an American who rates New Zealand #1.